slant pass to no.
They run the counter play. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. And the grab by Croft. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, they'll throw. Surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. I don't care. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. I'm here in Oakland. What's that? Now? Oh, we're back. Okay, well, something happened to Larry in the halftime show. I guess we're ready for the third quarter. Let's go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Green, 39. Green, 39. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he can be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss, and what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. To throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
All right, here we go. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding time. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll set up to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot, to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. He'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about...
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will give the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, Those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 8. What a spin. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that's good for a Miami first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Benjamin's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Shift together here from the D-line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. And the grab by Croft. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw again. It's Floyd on the right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Red zone opportunity. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
7 yards remain now on 3rd down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. That's complete right around the 8. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Detroit. Detroit.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Stays on his feet. And he had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And quickly, they get to the line.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! All right, 56. Green, 56.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And numbers to like, that's for sure here. Back-to-back good games maybe they found something last week that they can carry forward here, a little blueprint.
Yeah, we often talk about a defense seeing something.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Quinn coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got time. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Out of the gun now on third down. Surveying the field. All kinds of time. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's got time in the pocket. Great protection. And it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. And they're going to speed things up here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2nd and 10 here. As they run the counter play across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a front handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach knows he's going to...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this looks to probably be the final play. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll set up a throw, and that will be incomplete as time has run out.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates.